Hello everyone, it's Jack Cotton, luxury real estate expert, author, and agent. We're in our final video on how to create your own market preparation checklist. I hope that by now you can see the value of creating your own checklist, how you can differentiate yourself from your competition by not relying on an outside person, by creating a USP, a unique selling proposition, based upon your experience and expertise in the marketplace. Well, let me tell you, a market preparation checklist is also good for fee protection. Because, well, if you follow the advice of my market preparation checklist, I firmly believe that you will get an extra 2 to 4 points of sales price. Now, agents ask me all the time, how do you prove that? And I say to them, I can't. But you know what? I've never, and I mean never, had a seller ask me to prove it. But if a seller did ask me to prove it, or when an agent asks me to prove it, I simply say what I feel, which is that I can't prove it. It's what I feel in my gut, based upon my experience and the experience that I use to create this market preparation checklist, and knowing what people react to when they walk into a house, and knowing how they react when they don't see things that have been taken care of by my market preparation checklist. I know the value suffers or is enhanced depending upon whether you follow my advice or not. I believe it in my soul. Quite frankly, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, if you don't believe it, maybe you should hire a different agent. So, you know, the stager, again, has never walked a buyer through a house. The stager has never sat with a buyer in the conference room and looked at listings online to decide which ones they should see in person. You have the unique experience, you have the unique background of taking buyers in hand and walking them through the front door of a house and noting their reaction. This is how you convey the value of your market preparation checklist to your client. And then the value it brings is that extra, whatever you want to say, 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points. I always tell sellers 2 to 4 points, and then I cut it in half at the end. In my market, usually we are selling 1 point. The difference between us and everybody else is 1 point. Now, I talk to agents in some markets, for example, on the West Coast, oftentimes they're selling 2 points. But the bottom line is, if you have a really great market preparation checklist that is really based upon that experience you have in getting a home ready for sale, and you sell yourself as a market preparation expert by actually watching and seeing and noticing and internalizing what makes buyers light up when they walk inside the front door of a house, you can support the extra value that you bring to the table by having a really great market preparation checklist. Now, over time, you'll see different homes. So this is it's a living document. It's never done. So you can make it in Word, you can make it in a PDF, whatever you want to do. You take it to Kinko's and you print it and you bind it. And again, you never give it to the seller until they sign the contract. You want to really make a nice, attractive cover for it. And you want to have it, the cover in your listing presentation where you talk about it, maybe give a few tidbits from it, but never give it up until the listing contract is signed, because you just can't. It's proprietary. It's to you. No one else has this. It's based upon your unique experience of showing property. But that's the value that it brings. So again, if you want to go to jackcottonrealtor.com, you can watch my video of A Tale of Two Houses, where this whole idea began. And over time, my checklist started at 10 pages, then went to 15 pages, then it went to 27 pages. My newest one, which I'm waiting to come from the printer, is I think 54 pages, but that's just because the pages are smaller. My advice to you when you're creating your own market preparation checklist is to just make them 8.5 by 11, so you may only have 15 or 25 pages. This one's longer because the pages are smaller. But I think we're printed on both sides, I'm not sure. And again, I'll be selling this shortly at jackcotton.com, but you don't really need to buy it. You can just make your own. It is totally yours, geared to you in your market. So that's all I have to say about market preparation. If you have a question about it, send me an email, or better yet, go check out luxuryrealestateunplugged.com, log in, sign up, and show up on the first Tuesday of the month with all your questions regarding staging versus market preparation, and we will get them answered for you. Until then, make it a great week.